room for perfection. Go ahead, be perfection. Go ahead. Go ahead, caller.
Mr. Larry.
Turn it down. Turn your radio down.
Turn your radio down, sir, please. Turn your radio down.
People of color was slaves. Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I can't talk to you no more because you have your opinion, but come on, really.
Hey, wait. My brother right there. I think he's kind of he may be dealing with some racial issues. We're gonna come together. We're gonna come together. Go ahead.
Let's stay here in this vein for a second.
Come on.
We do know that some things have happened with some of our athletes, Simone Biles, and some other individuals.
What happened, Simone?
About the mental health, the breakdown.
Is that what happened?
Larry, let me ask you this question on the lower level, and then we're gonna work our way.
All right.
Do you feel like there's a priority around mental health now, and that's part of the propaganda of the Olympics?
Okay. Look.
Part of the propaganda.
Look, I don't want to take it lightly.
We're not. No, we're not.
No.
We take mental health seriously.
No. We can because over the years, Ron, this is something I want to talk about. Political correctness has been pushed a little more. See, I'm not a politically correct type of guy. You know, I go with straight honesty, straight talk. You know, get to it. If it is what it is, you know, a man's a man, a woman's a woman. You can't dress it up. You can't, you know, you may like being a woman, dressing up like a woman, but you're still a man. That's just what it is. So if somebody's got a mental health issue, or you know, comes out of nowhere, just overnight, or you were dealing with something for years or for decades, or
right.
Well, let's look at that, you know, and let's have an honest look, you know, not just because somebody said it, and I want to get, you know, you have people around there, people go to the doctors now and get some medication,
right?
You know, so Simone Biles, that's a tricky one because that was.
At first you said the pressure. It seemed like the pressure of the world was on her. Can y'all hear me through there?
I cannot.
And,
I think my mic was.
But can't you imagine? Yeah, I think something wrong with the mic. So
can
you imagine?
Can
you imagine? No, I mean, being in those Olympics and then being in past Olympics, I would imagine that is a lot of pressure.
Oh man, the pressure.
And then being in gymnastics where you can make a move
and break your neck.
But now she was wearing the leotard and the uniform, and on the uniform it was saying the GOAT, greatest of all time.
Which, according to facts.
No, I'm not debating it. I'm making a point.
Yeah.
When you say I'm the greatest of all time, the pressure's gonna be on you, and you ask for it. You really put it on your back, you know. Which I respect her. I respect her talent.
I actually saw one of the young ladies on her team was warming up and missed and hit it like twice in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, because we never see them fail, you know. We always see them in perfection. When we see it. But I saw the girl warming up and she hit the match. So I mean, bam. I was like,
no. My daughters just do that. They just do it.
Yeah. That ain't. But my point though here is, Larry. You know, you had tennis. You got Simone. You have tennis players. There's a lot of people now that mental health is becoming, you know, a priority. And I guess this is the platform where this is the Olympics that it's going to be a priority.
Man, okay. I'm just saying. Okay, hey, Ron.
I'm just saying.
Hey, hold on. Toughen up, people. Let's toughen up here now. Let's get some tough skin going here now. I'm serious now. I was somewhere, and you know, it's just too much for me. What? Get put yourself together. Life ain't supposed to be easy. Life is not easy. Life is supposed to be tough, difficult, and hard sometimes. That's the reality.
Can I just mention the good book?
What'd you say?
The good book.
Absolutely.
He said by the sweat of your brow. And like the universe said that, so it's gonna be tough. Mm-hmm. But Ron, I mean, we in a different space now with mental health, mental illness, and how real it is.
It has been coming, you know, in the past couple of years to the forefront. I mean, we're seeing people talking more about it. Not enough, still.
We got to call. Go ahead, call.
Yes, I would like to comment on Simone Biles. I think the world has forgotten about all the known stuff that went on with these girls. Not only Simone Biles, you got to take into consideration that during the last Olympics. All them girls had been molested by that doctor, and they still went through and they performed and won gold. So if stress got to her this time, people ought to be able to understand. Them girls is under a lot of pressure, not only from the gymnastics, but they still dealing with what happened with them with the molester.
Thank you.
Okay, great call. So the caller said we should be more. We got no call.
Okay, call back.
Call back caller. But okay, look, the girls on the team had been through quite a traumatic ordeal.
Is that's understatement?
It's understatement.
That's because we can't touch that.
We can't.
Yeah,
can't touch that.
But you're right. That ordeal.
It's traumatizing. I mean, it really is. But now it's 2021 and limits is going on.
Meaning?
No, I'm not discounting what happened years prior or last year, 2 years, but
here we go.
Oh, go ahead, Carl. Go ahead, Carl.
Yeah, I'm the same caller that made the comment.
Okay.
And I listened to what you just said. I realize it's 2021, but do you realize that you got people still dealing with a traumatic experience from molesting right now? Grown people that's older than these girls are still dealing with it.
Yes.
So why is it so impossible to believe that even at that
No, we're not saying that. What I'm saying, how I would address it today, is I said, don't go compete. You shouldn't be competing. You shouldn't be on the world stage right now. You should deal with your issue and then come back. Because the fact is that your team is depending on you, and if you can't compete or you can't perform, don't do that. You're injured.
That's what happened with no help. Did she say no that she was gonna have a breakdown like that? No. And then I was watching a thing on the news where they said there's a case that's called the Scrooge, when they doing them circles on the parallel bars, that they can be mentally disorientated and dismount, and they show where it's from all bound, dismount and fell on her back and flip her leg.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, caller.
Okay.
615-242-7760. Caller, phone lines are open, and we do know that she has a legitimacy to do whatever.
Yeah, that's her life. Do we have somebody on the phone?
Somebody on the phone?
Go ahead, caller.
I was just
Turn your radio down, sir.
He was the greatest. Yeah. But you know what? He was Muslim.
Turn your radio down, sir. Please turn your radio down.
All right.
He said something about Muhammad Ali, but I didn't catch it all.
He said Muhammad Ali was the greatest, but Muhammad Ali. It's a different era. And hold on, and I was gonna get to that. Because I was somewhere this weekend, not weekend, but late last week,
Yeah.
And I was talking to some young people, and they were just saying how tough it is, right? I was like, it's tough. I mean, really, and I'm sure it is. It can be tough. But I know. You ever been around people who work on a farm and anything?
I'm from the country.
No, but have you been around people who work on? You can be from. You never work. You never.
I know what it's like.
Hey, Ron,
Don't get up. Listen.
You said,
I don't pick berries for fun.
Okay,
right. I play with it in cotton fields for fun.
Okay.
So I get the gist of this lifestyle if I had to live that lifestyle.
Yes.
Waking up at 4:30 every morning.
Yes. Milking some cows.
Doing that stuff like
feeding some pigs. Feed the horses.
Yeah.
I mean, goats. All that.
I've seen it.
So you're saying they have the maid today?
Man,
well, you can do everything from there.
From right here from the head. It's in your hand. Hold on, you can cash your check.
You apply yourself. Yeah.
You can cash your check on your phone. You can work from home.
Do they need bank tellers anymore?
It
was amazing to me when you could actually put that check in that ATM at 8 o'clock at night and sit there.
I'm uncomfortable. I like.
But now you can do it on your phone, Larry. Just take a picture.
Okay, here, like I said, I was at a food place. So I go through the drive-thru, right? I don't want to go to the drive-thru. I want to go inside of that doggone place and talk to people and tell you what I want and hope I get my order accurate or whatever. I don't want to. Don't give me the easy way all the time.
Right.
You know, make it a little not. I was like, walking in the restaurant is not difficult. Let's not say life is difficult.
Somebody said it was George Brogan. He said most people choose the way of least resistance.
The path of least resistance.
Wow.
Are you on the path? Hey, question of the day. Are you on the path of taking the path of least resistance?
Am I on the path, taking the path?
Yeah. Are you taking the easy? Are you gonna get on cruise control? Put on cruise control. Turn the blender on. Turn the blender on. Make it smoothie.
Somebody said being too comfortable will stun your growth.
Being too comfortable.
I believe that. I studied a book called
What do
Lives Must Follow.
you think about Simone Biles? Does Simone Biles have a serious mental breakdown, or was she having a physical issue?
I think like both because you know
okay.
they said about the twisties where it's some kind of thing that
They
have.
disoriented.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I mean, and here's the thing with even athletes, there comes a point where it's time to, as we say, hang up the cleat. It's time.
Let it go.
Let it go. Jordan had to do it.
Jordan had to do it.
Jordan.
Wait a minute. You can't put Jordan in this conversation. Jordan comes from different area. That's different area.
Ali had to do it.
Different area athlete, different animal. Way different.
And Too Tall Jones, all of those guys. At some point, like you have to learn that this might be it for me. This might be my last hoorah.
I'm just saying. Are you taking the path?
And if I've been doing this for so long,
yeah,
it might be your last hoorah. That's okay. You still the GOAT. You still the greatest.
In competition or whatever, in work, competition, sports, hobbies. There's time. Of course, time tests you, but what time break you? Time will test you.
It can do both. I'm arguing it will test you and it will break you. Because time brings about a change. We do know that.
All the time. Undefeated. Call in.
Precious. Time is valuable.
Hold on.
I read it somewhere.
What about my guy?
We
Ron,
are
I said you
24 hours
something.
in a day. The phone lines are open 615-242-7760. Get cash for that car and get cash today.
And that vehicle
all the way.
Cash for your car. Built in.
615-480-6473.
I gotta go here. More pain and suffering ahead as COVID cases rise, Fauci says. Fauci is on one.
They haven't put the hook. You know, what's the show? We used to have the show Saturday night. You can watch it on TV. It was like a talent show live at the Apollo.
Yeah, Showtime.
And they put that hook on you.
It really is.
Threatened Fauci. Vowed to set him on fire and his family.
That's crazy though, ain't it?
Yeah.
He getting threats though.
Get him out of there. Get somebody. Get a new COVID czar. Get somebody else. Because Fauci went back and forth. You need a mask. You don't need a mask. You should wear a mask.
There you go.
Oh,
got a call.
Go ahead and call her.
No, to my man talking about Ali and Michael Jordan comparing him to Simone Biles. Well, you got to look at the point that Michael Jackson took not Michael Jackson, but Michael Jordan took 2 years off after his father got killed. Everybody thought he was about going to play baseball, but it was not getting his head together.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Good point, caller.
Ali got time took out of his life and his trainer for not going in the army. When he came back, he was out of shape, head, middle wide, and Margot Snipe beat him. So, in comparison, sometimes everybody go through have mental stress when they in high-profile positions like this.
Hey, Doc, we have them now every day, you know. So we agree with you on the mental stress.
Yeah.
Stressed out. The public driving this thing.
All right, okay.
Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. Let me jump back on Fauci. Florida State Health Department reported coronavirus cases jumped 50% last week, continuing in a 6-week surge, bringing numbers back to where they were in January. In Missouri, COVID cases tripled in July. In California, two San Francisco largest hospitals say there are more than 250 staff members that are infected with COVID-19. Larry, is this information accurate?
I would say no. I would say no.
This come out
about
this come from the CDC.
About half what we hear from the CDC or from all these outlets is probably inaccurate or shaded one way or the other. This is all a political agenda. You public listening audience need to be controlled by fear, by dictate, or by order. You need to be controlled and under control. Go when you're told, eat when you're told, use the bathroom when you're told, how much water you can drink. What was I watching the other day? I was watching it must have been some far range conspiracy. But it was somewhere said they're trying to get a better handle on how much internet